Give me, I will die no more. What do we have? Sorry. This country. Show what you are going to say to me. Now, Nigeria, what will happen here? I'm ready to die. We are ready. Better. Please, we can produce. Nigeria should start more production than consumption. Pay our people well. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for the president and commander-in-chief of the Armed Forces Federal Republic of Nigeria. Our people can produce. Our people can produce. Let our people produce. We consume what we produce. Our people are suffering. Hunger is everywhere. Simple. The ministers are not doing their job. Change them. Anybody that cannot do their job, change them. It's simple. Let us produce and stop consuming. Nothing is working. Nothing is working. Nothing is working. Are we not Nigerians? We will not have a life. Are we supposed to die?
And yesterday when we came here, we made our position clear. And yesterday, the Commissioner of Police of the FCT, by the time we came, he displayed an FCT High Court have confided the protests in the FCT to MKO Abiola Stadium. And we were here, we remained here, we were doing our protests here, addressing the press, making speeches until the government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu brought their talks. They brought their talks in more than 10 coastal buses. They brought their talks to come and unleash mayhem on peaceful protesters. And that was when the peaceful protesters were now forced to move to the Eagle Square. By the time we got to Eagle Square at the head of service, trying to divert to Eagle Square to continue our protest, since the government brought their talks to infiltrate us at the MKO Abiola Stadium. The same government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu now unleash a more grievous mayhem on peaceful, innocent protesters by instructing the police, he is the commander-in-chief, to use tear gas on the protesters. In fact, it was like a war zone. Few of us that had health condition collapsed and were later revived. So that was what happened yesterday. We were peaceful and we obeyed court order by confining our activity to Eko Abiola Stadium. We were only forced out of the stadium when the same government that went to court to seek an experte order to restrict us in the stadium. The same government brought their thugs from wherever they brought them to meet us at the same stadium to unleash mayhem on us. So now the message is clear. The government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu should stop chasing shadow. The sponsor of this protest is hunger, poverty, misery, hopelessness, corruption that is going on in his government. His government has shown cluelessness in managing our national resources. Can you imagine a government that removes subsidy? Nigerians are suffering. Subsidy was removed because of corruption. The same government is still leaving the people who presided over the corruption in subsidy, is still leaving them as group managing director of an NPC, is still leaving them as the authority head at the mainstream and downstream regulatory sector. We are saying Tinubu restore subsidy. Number one message, the number one demand. All the groups promoting the protest, we have various demands. But the number one and the most popular demand is to return subsidy and fight corruption in subsidy. Remove the corruption in subsidy, reform the subsidy and bring it back. It is now obvious. It is now obvious, and it has been proven that subsidy was the only social welfare all of us as Nigerians benefited either directly or indirectly. We didn't know that we were all benefiting from subsidy. We never know that we benefited from subsidy. Now that we have known, nobody is above mistake. Tinubu, you must have made mistakes. In fact, all the presidential candidates, all the major presidential candidates in 2023 election, all of them identified subsidy as a source of corruption, and all of them agreed it was going to be removed. Atiku, Obi, all identified subsidy as a corrupt institution, and it was going to be removed. So that is not the issue. The issue is that having made the mistake of removing subsidy and having seen the effect, the devastating effect on the economy, retrace yourself, address the nation, acknowledge that you have made mistakes. Every human being is capable of making mistakes. Restore the subsidy and reform it. Remove corruption from the subsidy. The people that stole our subsidy money, prosecute them. One of them was building filling station all over Abuja, all over the federation, as if he was the only one selling petrol. We are paid subsidy money for not importing fuel. They don't import fuel, they prepared fake importation paper and they were paid in connivance with the people at the mainstream and downstream regulatory authority, in connivance with the NNPC group managing director. These criminals that milk the nation dry in the name of subsidy, none of them have been prosecuted. What we are saying is that Tinubu broke the subsidy regime, return the subsidy, reform it, remove corruption in subsidy. Nigerians are crying out. We have now realized that all of us benefited from the subsidy. It is a mistake. You have made it. Be a listening president. Be a listening president. Apologize for the mistake. Restore it and remove corruption in the subsidy. Right. To bribe a section. They are calling you for, they want to bribe a section of the promoters of the protest. This protest does not have a single leader you can go and take and bribe. Tinubu should listen. Leave all this your advisors. Restore subsidy and now do a national broadcast. Address Nigerians. Want to hear from our president who have our mandate. Do a national broadcast. Return subsidy, remove corruption in subsidy. Not calling people who are ready to discuss. Discuss what? If you go there now, they give you small bribe. You take. You now come and start saying a different thing. Nobody is ready to go there. None of the promoters, genuine promoters of this protest want to go and start discussing with them to go and collect bribe. That is what we are saying.
Thank you very much. My name is Matthew Dada. One of the things I see about this government is that they were not ready. They are not well prepared. They are not prepared to govern. if they were prepared to go on, in less than 3 months when they assumed power, they said, I quote them, they said that they have realized over 1 trillion on subsidy. That's what they said. I'm taking them by their words now. They said they have realized over 1 trillion naira from subsidy. Where is the money? See, when you remove subsidy, everybody was jubilating. Look, when you remove subsidy, you are going to divert the money to a direction whereby all Nigeria will feel the impact. But electricity, by road, security, but where is the security today? I guarantee you, I challenge anybody here. Anybody can drive his car, personally, drive your car, personally drive to Southwest. And whether you can guarantee your life of you going to Southwest and returning back, it's not sure.
Nowhere.
It's not sure. Nowhere is safe in Nigeria. We are not saying that Tinubu brought insecurity in Nigeria. No. We knew that what had been happening in previous government. But we are saying this government have the capacity, have the tenacity, have the power, have the energy to restore security in Nigeria. To make, see, our security forces are dying on daily basis. We don't want this. These are fathers too. They have their children too. They have their wife at home. They have their husband at home. They also die like the way Nigeria die. We don't want Nigeria to die anymore.
My name is Blessing. I'm a Nigerian. That's all I can say. And we are out for peaceful protest.
Yes.
I must start with that. And protest doesn't mean we are fighting against the government. We're just out to point the government to things, their policies that are not working with us. That's what we are here for. So it's not a war, it's not a fight. And this is my message to the security agencies. I was at the Beggar Junction this morning when they came, peaceful protestants. We went without arm, without anything, and they tear gas us, and they were literally shooting at us. This is my message. This one ought to protect the Nigeria state and Nigerians, not the leaders, not corrupt leaders. Their loyalty is to us and to the states, not to the leaders. Though they were given an order to shoot at us, but they can choose to be loyal to their oath by protecting us and helping us achieve a good Nigeria than to obey their wicked leaders and be coward. And be coward. There's a choice before them to be loyal and protect the citizen and become heroes, or to obey these leaders and become, coward that destroy the future of these leaders. And then, if they shoot at me, they are shooting at their daughter. I told a policeman that if you shoot at me, imagine you are shooting at your daughter. If you shoot at me, you are shooting at your possible daughter-in-law. If you shoot at me, you are shooting at your children's teacher. And if you kill me, you will also mourn. So that is my message. We are out for peaceful protest. And I want to say to President Bola Tinubu, who I know as a chief protester, though I was young when he started, but I was still more knowledgeable about 2015. In fact, he tweeted it and it was everywhere. He is a chief. He should understand us. He should know what we want, and he should come out and address us. We don't need a dialogue. Just come out and address us and we'll be fine. I'm a youth. I can't boast of anything. In fact, I graduated top of my class, but I can't boast of anything. I even try to put things in order to work, as in to create a business, create an organization. It's still not working.
All right, Blessing. You have said that you would love for the president to come out and address the people. Now, what exactly would you suggest key points that will be the contents of such an address?
Of course, our demands are out there. I know you know of them. We are angry about the fuel subsidy. Yes, we are angry about the fuel price. Let me start with that. We are angry about inflation, which is very obvious. Naira flow. Our demands are out there. I don't need to start outlining them. It's not my demand. It's our demand. So meet our demand. If he's coming out to address us, he should address us in context with our demands.